GST reform is not just a tax reform, it is an economic reform. This will create a huge wave of new growth opportunities, job creation, and this will supercharge the economy. The export community has benefited in many ways, but I will point out few very important ones. Firstly, the time limit for GST registration has now been reduced to 3 days. Earlier, if we see, a new GST registration used to take more than 30 to 40 days, and this was a very challenging aspect for any large exporter. In case of agri-goods, all exporters export from various ports depending on viability. If we specifically talk about rice, an exporter may export from Kandla port, from Vizag port, from Mumbai port, or from Kakinada port. And wherever he feels that there is economic viability, he will undertake exports from that place. Earlier, if I am an exporter sitting in Delhi and I don't have a GST registration in Andhra Pradesh, then it was very difficult for me to aggregate large amounts of quantity at the port warehouse and export it. I had to resort to various different techniques to do that. Today, by bringing in this new legislation and these changes, the GST registration time has been reduced, enabling any exporter to make exports from any port from wherever he pleases. Wherever there is economic viability, increases his speed and reaction to the market. Another big change that has happened is that any exporter would get provisional 90% refund within 1 week, which has been reduced from earlier 60 days to 7 days. If we talk about the rice industry, more than 1230 crores of the rice industry are stuck under GST refunds. By bringing in this enabling provision, the GST refund time has been reduced from 60 days to 7 days, and now this more than 1200 crore rupees will be unlocked for the rice industry, which will reduce the working capital cycle. It will increase the efficiency of every businessman and reduce his financing cost. This new changes will also bring in a wave of fresh consumer demand, as we have seen that for most consumer goods, the GST slab has been cut down. This will lead to increased demand from the consumer side. If we talk specifically for rice, this has come at the right time because we are staring at the record harvest season. This season, which will start from October-November, we anticipate that the crop for high-value basmati and other varieties of Indian rice, there will be a huge surplus stock situation. When there is a huge surplus stock situation, we need enhanced consumer demand to uplift the prices and keep the prices for the raw material and the paddy high during the harvest season so that the farmers get their due prices, and the exporters are also stimulated by this increased demand from the market and they are able to handle this enhanced supply. Now because of these changes, there will be increased demand, especially in the F&B, retail and modern retail sector, wherein by way of this additional capital or additional disposable income which is now available with every household, we anticipate that the prices for other high value varieties of rice and basmati rice will not fall and they will increase. On behalf of 7,500 exporters of the Indian Rice Exporters Federation, I thank the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, for bringing in this economic reform which will take our country to new heights and increase the strength of our economy.
भारतर एकमात्र परीक्षित बायोसार पृथ्वी प्रो माटी को रखे सुस्थ दिए नुआ जीवन धान पनीपरिबा और डाली जातीय फसल पाई लाभदायक अमल बढ़ाए रोग कमाए आज ही जमी रे प्रयोग करंतु जोगाजोग पाई 9937054201 नंबर को डायल करंतु आम सह जोड़ी हेबा पाई आमको लाइक फॉलो और सब्सक्राइब करंतु अधिक अपडेट पाई विजिट करंतु आम वेबसाइट thequiver.in